Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And today we are actually going to be talking about the impeachment inquiry in the Trump administration, but we are not going to be talking about it in the way that you think. I am not going to get into the politics of this. We are not going to be talking about what that actually is. We have something else that we need to discuss that has happened in this situation. Now, on Wednesday, a few days ago, a closed-door impeachment inquiry actually happened in the United States government regarding this entire situation. And what happened there is several lawmakers decided to barge into the SCIF where this was being held. And we will be talking about the SCIF in a moment here. And they reportedly brought their cell phones and other electronic devices into this room, into this SCIF. And this is a rather huge problem. Now, if you don't know what a SCIF is, and this is actually what we're going to be talking about here today, this is actually very critical to the U.S. government. This is a sensitive compartmented information facility, SCIF or SCIF, and it allows lawmakers and other U.S. officials and intelligence and military, etc., to review classified information in a secure setting. So any introduction of outside electronic devices, a personal cell phone, anything is strictly prohibited because that could compromise the ability for that room to be secured. And so when we have lawmakers in this incident bringing in personal devices, that's actually a very serious issue. And so in this incident, as reported by multiple outlets, one lawmaker said on Twitter that he was inside the SCIF where basically his phone was prohibited. And he said this on Twitter. His staff later came out and said that they had actually posted that tweet for him from their office. Another congressman actually made a phone call from the SCIF, and that is a serious issue. And the reason why it's a serious issue is because of what Representative Mike Rogers, he's a Republican from Alabama, said, and I quote, "If anybody brings a phone in, that's a problem." He also said, "The fact is, hackers have been trying to hack my phone." And he is absolutely correct. Representative Rogers is correct. The representatives in pretty much any government on the planet, but here in the United States, if you're a member of Congress or the Senate or the cabinet or the president or vice president or the Supreme Court or a military leader in some way, shape, or form like a general, you are under attack by foreign governments. Everybody should be pretty much aware of this. If I am an adversarial government, I would absolutely want to get into any one of these representatives' phones so I could basically record information, turn on microphones and cameras and all of this. And so when we are taking our devices into a secured facility, we are technically breaking basically the security laws of the United States. I don't care if you're Joe Blow or you're the president of the United States. We all have to adhere to this level of security to ensure that we are safe from outside influence. These facilities are specifically designed and swept and secured regularly to ensure that how we are securing ourselves is not known to the rest of the world. And if one of these representatives had, let's say, an infected phone or a phone that had been compromised by a foreign government and was walking this into a SCIF where they had the ability to turn on, let's say, cameras and microphones, they might have been able to capture something in some way, shape, or form that would give them a clue as to how to evade or get around the defenses of the current setup of a SCIF. And so when we're looking at this, it's not a trivial thing, and odds are nothing happened in this situation, but it really underscores the point here that we need to basically be ensuring good cybersecurity and good cyber defense strategies because we are in active cyber warfare, as is the rest of the globe with everybody else. And so it's something to consider. And again, I don't care about your politics here. If you're for or against this, or you think what they did was good or bad, or whatever you think about the impeachment, that's your business. My point here is simply the cybersecurity side of this. It's simply the defensive and secrecy side of this that we need to have. Now, as a result of this whole situation, the SCIF had to be cleared. It had to be resecured, rescanned, relocked down before the inquiry could continue again. And hopefully, if there's going to be another move like this, whether you agree with it or not, hopefully they'll leave their cell phones, out front and not bring them in. But that is your news of the day. And I think it's actually rather interesting because a lot of people don't realize just how easy we can get hit and just how difficult it is to secure communications in a government building. And so when we have a breach like this, it's actually a very serious issue. And so I think everybody should understand that and take that for what it's worth. And again, wherever you are on the political spectrum, understand this: we have operational secrecy for a reason, and quite frankly, we need to make sure that it is secret and it is safe, and eventually, when it comes to light, if it needs to come to light, it is transparent and through the proper channels, not because some foreign government is just dumping it out on WikiLeaks or somewhere else for the world to see. So take that for what it's worth, but that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and please feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.